Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So it's currently biker weekend in a certain area of town. And God just reminded me, and he told me to put it like this, of a couple of fake bikers that were toting weapons and being bullies on the road did to me a little over a year ago. Yeah, a little over a year ago. You know, they were weaving in and out of traffic right in front of me, cutting me off and whatnot, and then trying to act as if I was on their tail, you know, like I was harassing them. I was, you know, intimidating them with my driving behavior, and I was not. No, I was not. I was minding my business, and these two bikers just came out of nowhere, speeding, acting reckless, weaving and cutting over in front of me, and actually, you know, letting me know that they were harassing me. And this guy pats his waist, or pats his gun, looks back at me, and I looked at him and I said, "What?" He said, "What? What are you going to do?" I said that exactly. "What are you going to do?" I was like, "You bet." And I pointed in the direction of moving forward, moving his ass along. And he listened. He moved along very quickly because he knew I was not one to fuck with. And I said it just like that. I'm not one to fuck with. And that's on God. God sees everything that people do. The behaviors that they engage in, the reckless behaviors, especially when they're trying to agitate, irritate one of his children intentionally, which is what those two idiots were doing. And they were playing a dangerous game, not only on a vehicle that put them at major risk for bodily injury if they moved and or handled themselves in the wrong way, but also in trying to intimidate and endanger me for whatever their reasoning was. I'm currently behind a biker, and there was someone that was behind me that was riding my tail, and I hit my brakes and told him to chill out in a respectful manner. I then got over onto the side lane and let him see the biker that was in front of me, that I was giving some space to, and we're in the fast lane. And then I got back over, hit my brake a couple of more times to let him know, chill. He backed off somewhat, and then he tried to make his way over to the next lane, which he did, but a little bit up ahead, a BMW was also trying to get over and cut right in front of him and almost caused an accident. God let me know and or reminded me of that situation that I had over a year ago with those two guys, right? And he let me know that one of those guys, the guy that was patting his waistband, letting me know that he had a toolie on him, he had a weapon, he was going to do something with it, threatening me, he had a major accident. He had a major accident on that same motorcycle. I just heard he's out of commission. He's worried that he may never ride again, but what he needs to be worried about is whether he'll even be able to walk again. Now I'm just hearing he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. And he wants me to flip it into this. Your enemies may not receive what is due to them when they do things against you, like intentionally, you know, whatever that may be. But God always gets your enemies in his perfect timing. That's why you should not take vengeance into your own hands. And I had in my mind, like, you know, what I wanted to do to that guy. If he had even, God is reminding me that this idiot actually took the gun out of his waistband and was pointing it in my direction as if he was going to do something. And God just said that was a no-no. That was a no-no. He should not even have pulled out. There was no reason for him to pull out his weapon except to intimidate and harass me. And God just let me know that in that moment when he did that, that was his ass. That was his ass. Oh, shit. There's multiple things that happen to individuals that end up not being able to walk, you know? It messes up with other functions that they once were able to use in their lives, and they're not able to use those anymore. Things that they really enjoy. I mean, it's just, yeah, walking, yes, the most important one, right? But even other things. And God just let me know, sex. This guy is never going to have sex again. He will not be able to achieve an erection ever again. He will not be able to have an erection ever again. He will not be able to ever please a woman with his phallus again. I just heard limp noodle. Oh, damn. Okay, God said, Okay. Okay, God said, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to sum it up real quick. God said he might as well get a strap-on, because a strap-on and a dildo, because that's the only thing he's going to be able to use on a woman. Oh, damn. Whatever attractiveness that he had is gone too. So, yeah. Okay. Whatever kind of appeal or attractiveness that he had with any kind of woman or the ladies or whatever, like, that's gone. So not only is he going to end up in a wheelchair, but he's not going to have the ability to use his penis, and he's not going to attract women and or girls the way he was able to attract them before. And it's not just because he's in a wheelchair. God just said it's deeper than that. Nobody will want to be attached to him when they find out what he did and who he did it against and why he did it. God just said this is a case of extreme arrogance and cockiness, and believing that his behaviors would go unpunished. God just said he is going to be an example for other people that have engaged and or are choosing to engage in behavior like he engaged in. And there's a myriad of different things that he engaged in that he knows was wrong. He knows that he was wrong in doing what he did, against me especially. God just said, I don't play that. He just said, I don't play that. And God just let me know, I'm going to end it here. God just let me know that he informed this guy after his accident as to why he had his accident. Was because of his arrogance and his cockiness, but then also what he did against me. Now he's going to have plenty of time to sit on his ass and think about all of his behaviors over the years, including what he did to me. Okay, I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave with this. God said it doesn't matter how much he cries, how much he prays to me, he will never walk again. He will never achieve an erection again. It's not going to happen. Oh, damn. Okay, God just said that guy is fucked. The only kind of pleasure he's going to receive... No, excuse me. Never mind. God said he could go to that route of, like, him being penetrated to get pleasure. He's not even going to get pleasure from that. There is no kind of sexual pleasure he's going to be able to receive. Nothing. No more.